A farmer boy who falls in love with a girl everyone desires. Some people are willing to sacrifice everything just to spend a night with her. Those who get the chance to be with her consider themselves incredibly fortunate. One day, this farmer boy brings the girl home, and together they begin a journey that unfolds in today's story. The story begins in the year 1850 in a small town named Rockies in California. Here we are introduced to Angel, a stunningly beautiful girl who is highly sought after in the town. People even compete in a lottery system for a chance to spend a night with her, and those who are selected feel as though they've won a great prize. At first, we see Angel appearing helpless and burdened by her circumstances. She recalls the days when she lived happily with her mother. One day her father, Alex, came to meet her for the first time. But when Alex arrived, he barely acknowledged Angel. Instead, he asked her to leave the room and then coldly told Na, "You live in my house, but I have never married you, nor will I ever. I told you from the beginning I didn't want this child. She's illegitimate." Angel overheard everything from outside and was devastated by her father's cruelty. She began crying uncontrollably, but Na comforted her, saying, "It's not your fault, my child. I love you more than anything in this world." A few days later, Na received a letter from Alex. In it, he informed her that he had severed all ties with them, sold the house, and would never meet them again. With no other choice, Na packed their belongings and left with Angel. Desperate to survive, she went to a jeweler named John to sell her jewelry. But John revealed it was fake and worthless. Instead, he told Na, "You are precious yourself. If you work for me, you can earn money and have a place to live." In her helpless situation, Na reluctantly agreed. John first took advantage of her and then made her work for him. After some time, Na fell seriously ill and passed away. Angel was left heartbroken and powerless in a harsh world. The story then shifts to the present, where we meet Michael, a hardworking farmer. Michael is a sensible, religious young man who manages his fields on his own. One day, he prays for a life partner who will truly love him and stay by his side forever. That evening, while in the city selling his goods, Michael catches a glimpse of Angel as she steps out for a stroll. He is mesmerized by her beauty and falls for her instantly. Curious, Michael asks his friend about her. His friend explains that Angel lives in a palace in the city. She is the most beautiful and expensive girl there, and people line up just for a chance to spend one night with her. Michael feels uneasy hearing this, but resolves to meet her anyway. Later, when Angel's shift ends, a bodyguard working for her boss, Duchess, comes to collect her earnings. Unsatisfied with the amount, he accuses Angel of hiding money and violently tries to drown her in a bathtub. At that moment, Duchess intervenes, scolding him, "If Angel gets even a scratch, the people waiting outside won't spare you. Control your anger and get her ready for the next shift." A short while later, Angel resumes her work. This time Michael arrives. Angel looks at him and asks, "How can I make you happy?" Michael replies, "I didn't come here for that. I just want to talk to you. I'm not like the others. I'm a farmer." Then he proposes marriage. Angel laughs, saying, "This is the 5th proposal this week. Many men talk sweetly to me." She throws him out when his time ends. But Michael returns the next day, paying double. He tells her, "I fell in love with you at first sight. I want to marry you and live together forever." Angel dismisses him again, saying he's wasting his time. Michael persists, visiting again. He tells her, "I don't understand why you want to live in this hellish life. Don't you feel anything for me?" Then he gently kisses her and asks, "Do you still not feel my love?" Angel coldly replies, "I don't love you. You're just an ordinary farmer." Heartbroken, Michael leaves. The story then flashes back to Angel's childhood after her mother's death. John had taken her to another city, planning to sell her. A girl named Sally, who worked there, begged him not to, but John ignored her. He brought Angel to meet Duke, a powerful man. John asked for money, but Duke ordered his men to kill John on the spot. Terrified, Angel was forced to stay and work for Duke. Over the years, she lost all fear and came to believe that all men were the same. One day, her father Alex visited, not knowing she was his daughter. When she revealed the truth, Alex was overwhelmed with guilt and committed suicide. Later, Sally helped Angel escape with some money, but Duke discovered this and killed Sally. Angel fled on a ship, but other girls robbed her upon reaching the Rockies, leaving her unconscious. The Duchess found her, nursed her back, but eventually put her to work as well. Back in the present, Angel's health deteriorates. She confesses to a friend that she can't stop thinking about Michael. She decides to leave her life behind and asks Duchess for her savings. Duchess refuses and cruelly tells her to leave. When Angel insists, Duchess orders her bodyguard to beat her brutally. That night, Michael dreams that something terrible has happened to Angel. Troubled, he rushes to the palace in the morning and finds her badly injured. Enraged, he confronts Duchess, declaring, "I'm taking her away right now." Duchess replies, "She owes me a debt. Until it's paid, she cannot leave." Without hesitation, Michael pays 3 times the amount Angel owed. He then kneels before her and presents his mother's ring, asking, "Will you marry me?" Overwhelmed, Angel softly says yes. Michael takes her back to his farm. Though still weak from the beating, Angel looks at him and says, "You've spent so much money on me." Michael smiles and replies, "Don't worry about the money. All that mattered to me was getting you out of that place." Angel hands him back the ring and says, "Once I recover, I'll repay all your debts and then I'll leave. I won't become anyone's slave by getting married." Michael chuckles and responds, "Marriage isn't slavery." He gives her some clothes to wear, and Angel asks, "Are these your wife's clothes?" Michael replies, "No, they belong to my sister. She passed away a year ago. Her husband Paul used to live here with me, but now he's in another city." When Angel tries to stand, she collapses from weakness. Michael immediately helps her and takes care of her. Over the next few weeks, he nurses her until she slowly recovers. One night, when Michael visits to check on her, Angel calls him closer and says, "It's time for me to repay my debt to you," implying intimacy. But Michael refuses, saying, "I didn't save you because I wanted something in return. What I feel for you in my heart, I want you to feel the same for me. Until then, I won't come close." The next morning, as Michael works on the farm, Angel approaches him and says, "I may not know how to manage household duties, but while I'm here, I can help you with the farm." Michael agrees and begins teaching her various tasks, gathering eggs, raising chickens, fishing. Angel slowly adapts to the peaceful rhythm of farm life and even begins to enjoy it. One night, Michael wakes Angel and says, "Come with me." Angel hesitates, replying, "It's almost morning. Where are we going at this hour?" Michael takes her to a hilltop where they watch a breathtaking sunrise. He tells her, "I want to give you a life as beautiful as this sunrise." Moved, Angel says, "If you knew even half the truth about my past, you'd hate me." Michael replies, "You didn't choose that life. But now you have the chance to choose the life you want." Still confused, Angel says, "I don't understand. You consider me your wife, yet you don't come close to me." Michael answers softly, "Because I was waiting for you to feel the same way about me as I feel about you." Touched by his honesty, Angel kisses him, and that night they finally share their first intimate moment together. The next day, Michael's brother-in-law Paul returns to the farm after a long trip. Michael happily tells him, "I got married," and takes him to meet Angel. Paul is shocked when he recognizes her, though he says nothing at first. Later, when Michael leaves, Paul confronts Angel. "I know exactly who you are and what kind of work you used to do. Michael is a good man, and he deserves a good wife." Angel calmly replies, "He came to me on his own and accepted me knowing everything. You should accept this too." But Paul disagrees and goes to Michael, speaking ill of Angel. Enraged, Michael punches him, saying, "If you consider me your brother, then you must consider Angel your sister too." Realizing his mistake, Paul apologizes to Angel and suggests, "If you want, you can go to the city, start a business, and live well like before." Soon after, Michael tells Angel, "Paul is leaving for the city tomorrow. I told him everything about us. I want to spend my whole life with you. I want us to have children and be happy forever." But Angel is silently tormented, knowing she can never bear children. The story reveals her painful past. Once pregnant, Duke had forced her into an abortion that left her unable to be a mother again. Later, while walking on the road, Michael and Angel meet a family, Elizabeth, her husband, and their daughter Mary. Elizabeth is pregnant, and they have no home of their own. Michael and Angel offer them food and shelter, and soon the two families grow close. Mary and Angel become good friends, and when Elizabeth gives birth to a son, everyone celebrates. But Angel begins to feel that Mary and Michael would make a perfect couple. One day she tells Michael, "Mary is so sweet. You two would look great together." Michael reassures her, "I only love you. No one can take your place." Angel then confesses the truth. "Duke forced a doctor to operate on me so I could never have children." Michael gently responds, "No matter what's happened, I love you. That will never change. We must never lose hope. Miracles can happen at any time." Still, Angel feels unworthy, believing she can never be a good wife. Later, she asks Michael, "Take me to the place where we saw the sunrise." He agrees, and they go to watch the sunset together. To make the moment memorable, they share another tender, intimate night. The following morning, Angel writes a letter to Mary, placing Michael's ring inside. In it, she writes that Michael and Mary could make a beautiful couple and live happily forever. Then, before anyone wakes up, Angel leaves for the city with another man. When Mary discovers the letter, she shows it to Michael, urging, "You should go after her." But Michael replies, "I've done everything I could to make her feel my love. Now it's her choice whether to return." Angel arrives in the city and begins working at a hotel in exchange for shelter. But that same night, one of Duke's men spots her. Later, the hotel mysteriously catches fire. As Angel tries to salvage the burnt remains, Duke appears before her. The same man who destroyed her childhood now demands she come with him. Angel refuses, but Duke smirks and admits, "I set the hotel on fire. If you don't agree, I'll kill the owner too." To protect the man, Angel reluctantly goes with him. At his establishment, she sees two little girls forced into the same life she once endured. Furious, Angel confronts him. "You can't handle grown women anymore, so now you torture children?" Enraged, Duke threatens her, saying he'll kill her if she resists. He plans to parade her on stage as part of his trade. For the first time, Angel prays silently, "God, if you are real, give me strength to speak the truth and save these girls." When Duke drags her on stage before a crowd, Angel bravely exposes his crimes, telling everyone about his abuse and her own story. Duke tries to silence her, dragging her away, but one of his own men, fed up with his cruelty, intervenes, knocking him down and whispering to Angel, "Run." She rushes to free the two little girls and escapes. The furious crowd, now aware of Duke's crimes, turns against him, captures him, and executes him. 3 years later, Paul, now living in another city, spots a familiar figure, Angel. He follows her to a large school and discovers she has founded a home for girls like her, giving them education and a chance at a better future. Overjoyed, Paul asks about Michael and Mary. He explains, "Mary is my wife now, and she's about to be a mother. You thought Michael and Mary would be together, but he always saw her as a sister. He's still waiting for you." Hearing this, Angel is filled with emotion. Back on the farm, Michael works in the fields. He looks up to see Angel walking toward him. She stops before him and says, "My real name is Sarah. I've never told anyone until now. I came back to tell you that I love you deeply. Please forgive me for all the pain I caused. You endured so much because of me." Michael, with warmth in his eyes, replies, "All those hardships led us to this moment. Now we're together." He takes out his mother's ring, kept safe all these years, and slips it on her finger. "Welcome to my life." Overwhelmed, they embrace and kiss, finally at peace. Years later, Michael is fishing by the lake when Angel approaches, now visibly pregnant. Beside her runs their little son, laughing happily. Their family is complete, and Angel is finally healed in every sense. The story ends with their serene, joyful life together.